Order the Public Works Committee for Thursday, May 26th. Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Andrew was unable to attend this evening. Mr. Barris?
Here.
Mr. Brain?
Here.
Mr. Collins?
Here.
Mr. Guidry?
Here.
Mr. Guillory?
Here.
Mr. Hunter?
Here.
President Landry?
Here.
Mr. Latour? Ms. Mayo?
Here.
Mr. McMillan?
Here.
Vice Chairman Scott? Mrs. Trimmy was also unable to attend this evening. Mr. White?
Here.
And Chairman Farnum.
Here.
You do have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 3 is appearance by Ms. Sherry Swallow, recently named Director of Imperial Calcasieu Regional Planning and Development Commission, commonly called MCAL.
Good evening. I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself. You put a face to a name. I am the new Executive Director of MCAL. I am also the MPO Director for the Lake Charles Metropolitan Planning Organization. I'm excited to be here. I've been here a little over a month. It's been great already to work with Tim and Wes, and we know that we have a lot of work to do. We'll be working with Calcasieu Parish and the City of Lake Charles and the region to tackle some of the issues and challenges that we have coming toward us. I have an open door policy. I'm always willing to talk and answer questions, or if there's anything else that you'd like to know about what we do and what we can do for you, just call. I have an easy email address, Cherie, CHERI, @mcal.org. Shoot me an email. Just be glad to talk and help whatever we can to help you and take the goals of the parish forward.
We appreciate you coming here tonight. Can you give us a little bit of background, where you come from, and maybe a little history?
A little history. I lived in Dallas 23 years. I've worked in the transit industry. I'm a transit planner, mainly by training. I work with Dallas Area Rapid Transit, SEPTA, which is the transit authority in Philadelphia and Denton County. I was at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette for 2 years running their transportation, parking, and transit. And then I came over here back into the planning and transportation world, which I really, really enjoy. And this area is so vibrant and so... I grew up in rural Missouri, the Lake of the Ozarks. This is like home to me almost. There's a lot of similarities with the people and the geography, so I'm excited to be here.
We have any questions by any jurors? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we got a lot of information during the time when Mr. Jerry Jones was there. I've never heard from MCAL really before that. I just would love to keep things going like that, because Jerry came and brought us a lot of information. Just really would love to keep that going.
Absolutely. Whenever you want me to come for committee meetings, jury meetings, one-on-one, anything we can do to help with the information and also try to find more information or opportunities for the parish as well. And I know Wes and Tim, we work closely through the MPO activities as well, but we're just here to be another resource for you.
Mr. Hunter.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Swallow, welcome. We have a lot of challenges ahead of us. Those are okay things to have with some of the economic advancements we have for this area. You've been in this position for how long now?
A month and 3 weeks.
Okay. So I'm not sure if this is a fair question, but would you care to comment on some of the specific infrastructure improvements or some of the bullet point top items that you think are a necessity for this area?
I think what we see, and Wes and Tim can probably, I hope, agree with me, we get money from the Federal Highway Administration and Federal Transit and DOTD, but I think we all know we have a lot more projects that need a lot more funding than we're currently getting because of the challenges and the new industries coming in, and with the industries come a lot of other things. And I think one of the things that we've communicated to DOTD, and we're going to continue to do that, is we need a little bit more money to take care of the transportation infrastructure in this area to prepare for all the new activity that's coming here. And I think as a team, not only with the parish, MPO, and with MCAL, we are taking that message over to DOTD in Baton Rouge and the federal highways. And we'll continue to do that because we just don't know. We have a lot of announcements, and we're not going to know until ground's being broken exactly how much of an impact it's going to be. But I think everybody, the district, DOTD district office, the parish, the city, the region, we're trying our very best to get our ducks in a row and prepare for that. And it's challenging. And because money is tight all over, and not only in the state of Louisiana, but across the board in the United States. But we are working as hard as we can to bring some more money into the area so we can tackle these transportation issues.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
President Landry.
Thank you, Mr. Farnum. Ms. Swallow, I just wanted to welcome you to Southwest Louisiana, and if there's anything that any of us can do or the staff to help you in your efforts, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Your staff is wonderful. They've been terrific.
They really
already.
are, aren't
They
they?
really are.
They
You
do.
guys
They do
have
a
a
good job.
great professional staff, and that makes my job so much easier when you have good people here working. And I found across the region, I visited all 5 parishes, and it's a really great area. It really is.
We're very fortunate to have them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. McMillan.
Thank you. Welcome. And of course, the I-10 bridge is a major issue for us here in Southwest Louisiana. I want to train you early. When you see I-10 bridge, say Westlake Overpass. They go in conjunction with each other. Don't let them say one without the other. We could build the overpass without the bridge tied into the old bridge, but please, federal money to
Yes,
come for that
yes.
project.
It's very critical, and I know a little bit of the background, and unfortunately, I think Wes would agree and Tim would agree. It's complicated, unfortunately, and everybody wants it done.
Well, the main thing we need to do is expedite the environmental impact study to get that moving and then really fight for the federal funds. So your
Absolutely,
help in
and
that
we're
would be-
we're right there with our partners, the parish, the city, the region, and the district DOTD, and which I'll put a plug in for the DOTD district folks. They're really good people. They are working so hard, and they're doing their very best to get ahead of everything too. They're great. It's a
Todd
great
Landry
staff.
does a great job. I absolutely agree.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Any other comments? I know it's exciting to see your excitement, and I know you got a fire in your belly. Just hope it stays burning for a while, because sometimes some of these projects take a while to come to pass. So keep on fighting and keep on doing a good job, and we'll keep the lines of communication open, and we thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 4, consideration of making a recommendation with reference to adopting a resolution approving an active sale for the North Frontage Road project in
Move on
Ward
four.
4.
Second.
We have a motion by President Landry, second by Mr. Guidry. Any discussion on this item? Any objection? Hearing none, that motion will carry. Item 5, consideration to make a recommendation with reference to adopting an ordinance
Move on 5.
establishing
Second.
no parking on Topsy Road in Ward 3. Motion by President Landry, second by Mr. Guidry. Any discussion? Objection? That motion will carry. Item 6, consideration of making a recommendation with reference to adopting an ordinance and/or amending existing ordinances to establish a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit on Podrasky Road in Ward 1. Did I say that right?
It's close enough.
Close enough. Motion by Mr. Collins, second by President Landry. Discussion
Can't keep everything
on,
on that side.
huh?
I can't keep everything on that side.
You got to move
I'm
quick.
just
Gotta move
reading the
quick,
board.
baby. Just put it in the road here. Gotta move quick.
Mr. Guidry, Mr.
Discussion on that item. Objection. Hearing none, motion carries. Item 7, and is advised that Calcasieu Parish is found to be in compliance by the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development for the 2015 annual review, which will assure the parish's continued participation in the federal bridge replacement program through October 2016. Any other matters for consideration?
Move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
Okay, now call to order the Agenda Committee dated Thursday, May 26th. The purpose of Today's committee meeting is to formulate an agenda for the regular meeting of the police jury on June 2nd, 2016. Need a motion and a second to pull item number 18, please.
So moved.
Motion by Mr.
Second.
Guillory, second by Mr. Brain. Any discussion? Any objection? All right. Item number 18, take appropriate action on the terms of the following members of various boards and/or districts.
Move to defer for 30 days.
A, Ms. Joyce Doucette, Recreation District Number 1 of Ward 8. We have a motion by Mr. McMillan to defer for 30 days and a second by Mr. Guidry. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. B, Mr. H. Sonny Watkins on the Waterworks District Number
Second.
7 of Wards 4 and 6. Motion to defer for 30 days by Mr. McMillan, a second by Mr. Landry. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. C, Mr. Gerald Trimmy on the Recreation District Number 1 of Ward 4.
Move to reappoint.
Second.
Motion to reappoint Mr. Trimmy by Mr. McMillan and a second by President Landry. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. D, Ms. Debbie Fontenot on the Waterworks District Number 8 of Wards 3 and 8.
Move to defer for 30 days.
Motion by
Mr.
Mr. Guidry to defer for 30 days, and a second by Mr. Farnham. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. E, Mr. J. William Hankins on
to
the
reappoint.
Chenault International Airport
Second.
Authority. Have a motion by Mr. Farnham to reappoint, and a second by Mr. Guillory. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. Are we doing F? Okay. F, Workforce Development Board.
Move to reappoint in all bullets,
Second.
Well, we have one at the end.
One at the end is
except for the one at the end.
Okay, so we have a motion to reappoint all bullets except the last one by Mr. McMillan, and a second by
second.
Mr. Farnham. That's Ms. Tracy Fontenot, Dr. Neil Aspinwall, Mr. Matthew Hennings, Ms. Carol Thibodeau, Ms. Juana Felton, Ms. Karen Clapp, Mr. Richard B. Smith, Ms. Cassie Henry, Ms. Tammy Culbreth, and Mr. Keith Cooley, all for reappointment. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. And the last bullet, Mr. Troy Ozan.
Resign, appoint Rand Alford.
I have a motion by Ms. McMillan to appoint Mr. Rand Alford, and a second by Mr. Farnham. Any discussion? Any objection? That motion carries. Motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
I have a motion by Mr. Farnham, second by Mr. Collins. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Should I do that one next week, maybe?